I think what we try to ensure from the very beginning that we give the majority of our employees really a stable outlook for the future. Therefore, for the majority of the sites, we really committed and made agreements valid until 2026. But we were also very honest. For some sites, we said it's not possible because we need to go for the synergies. And therefore, we openly shared from day one that our present assessment is that on both sides, we probably need to reduce workforce by up to 2,000 people. 2,000 at Tata side and 2,000 at Thyssenkrupp side. But as I said, we do this in order to gain a more secure future for more than 40,000 employees. So it was a honest dialogue from day one.
Let's get into the window of time that we now have for the steel industry, because tariffs were lobbed by the United States, and much to the dismay of many across the sector, but also to the surprise of some of your American counterparts who didn't think that there would be tariffs against European allies. So can I ask you how this is playing out from your perspective, and does the venture protect you more when you're dealing with such a strong line from the Americans at this point?
First of all, independent of the steel business, I think it's the wrong way to go. We clearly appreciate free trade. It was to the benefits of all industries and also to the benefit of the countries. But nevertheless, we have to accept the reality that it was done. Now, there are two faults. Clearly, there is a direct impact with the volumes and also the profit contribution which we deliver today into US. We don't like it, but probably this piece of we can manage and handle. We are much more concerned about the likelihood that a lot of the volume, which is not anymore allowed to come into the US market, might be redirected to Europe and further increase the already extremely high imports here. So this is the area where I think we need to watch carefully. And if it would happen, we do, let's say, hope that the European Commission find appropriate answers to protect also the European steel industry.
Can we talk about where those imports might come from? I mean, the usual suspects seem to be China predominantly, and perhaps even South Korea.
Yes, Asia, including the countries you mentioned, are, let's say, the prime contributor. Let's say China, South Korea, but quite a number of Asian countries. And so in recent years, or last year, we had imports accumulating to 30 million tons, which is at a record high level.
Can I ask you about when you expect to see some of this excess supply really start to have an impact on the European steel market?
I cannot answer that question. As I said, we are concerned that it might be redirected. We haven't seen it so far. But as I said, hopefully when we see additional volume coming to Europe, that there is a meaningful reactions also from the Trade Commission here in Europe.
That, because so far what we have seen has been a targeting and retaliatory tariffs against some American products, namely Harley-Davidson, but also bourbon. Do you think there is a decent strategy being waged from the European side to counteract some of the tariffs that you're facing?
Look, I do not want to go specifically on either of those tariffs, but I really do hope that both European and international leaders will, through consultation, found a way forward that we go back to, let's say, open markets, as I said, where business can grow most successfully to the benefits of their shareholders, but also to their employees.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.